after experiencing their Hamilton location late last year, I had to come back, not kicking and screaming, definitely not, to the Healing Salt Caves here in Niagara Falls. And we're with Patrick in their salt cave. Patrick knows everything there is to know about salts and why it is so good for us. How you doing, Patrick?
Good, good. How are you doing today?
Good, man. We're not talking regular table salt here either, are we?
No, we're talking pink Polish salt, similar to the Himalayan.
Yeah.
It carries 84 different minerals, so a little bit of a different salt we're talking about, more natural.
This goes back centuries.
Centuries. They started experimenting with the salt mine therapies over 200 years ago. Closer to 180 to be exact, but there's a doctor working in the underground salt mine as a physician, taking care of the mine workers, and you start to notice they're all improved health benefits. You know, respiratory conditions, they weren't getting sick. So he started experimenting with sending people down in the salt mine, taking walks, breathing in the atmosphere, rich in iodine and different salts. So, you know, just started improving their health, and for the last 50 years, the Ministry of Health sends people down into the salt mine for rehabilitation. The Ministry of Health recognizes it for cystic fibrosis, COPD, and that's because the centuries of research and benefits that they've experienced.
This is your first location?
This is our original location. Yeah, we built this about 7 years ago, the first healing salt cave in the area. We were up the street for about a year, but
yeah.
we moved since then. So this is the original baby, we like to call it.
Well, it's cozier than your Hamilton location.
It's definitely dimmer, smaller, a little bit cozier. You can see that the cascades have built up their own kind of ecosystem, started developing like stalactites in the salt mine. So quite a unique perspective to check out as the salt over this 7 years has built up and built up.
Yeah, we have our blankets on. Not that it's cold in here. It's cool.
Just gently cooled so you can breathe a little bit easier. You don't want it to be warm and stuffy. Just gently cooled.
Yeah. You're going to be building another location here in the falls coming up?
Yeah, we're opening up. We're planning on opening up in about 3 to 6 months. Just waiting for the city approval. Bigger location. We'll do the pink salt flotations, couple infrared saunas, the bath soak therapies, a much bigger, spacious cave. But we're planning on using all the salt from here.
Awesome.
We don't want to get rid of it. We want to preserve the original salt that we've used to develop the space.
Okay, so we're going to say bye-bye. We're going to have a little nap, and we're going to come back and talk more about these salt caves here at the Healing Salt Cave in Niagara Falls and its benefits. Welcome back inside the Salt Cave here at the Healing Salt Caves in Niagara Falls. And when you're in here, you don't really feel like you're breathing in salts, but as we're showing on camera there is a lot of salt floating around in the air. We're with the salt expert himself, Patrick.
The aficionado.
Aficionado, yes. Let's go with that. Yeah. What kind of salts are we breathing in?
We're breathing in pure pharmaceutical grade sodium chloride. The purest salt that's been tested to make sure there aren't any impurities. The room is decorated with pink salt, but it's purely for decoration to recreate the environments underground. But the salt for breathing in is actually just pure sodium chloride to help to disinfect, soften the mucus, help with antifungal properties.
Because you don't feel it breathing in, but we've been in here for a little bit, and you can taste it.
You can taste it.
Yeah.
Well, the sinuses, because most of our sinuses are so congested, that's where it's getting built up and helping to remove that sinus. But when you breathe it through the mouth, you can taste it immediately. Who
is this room? I should say cave, because that's the big difference between a room and a cave.
Yeah, is the environment.
Okay.
In a room, it's more so just a nicely decorated room. Might have some salt lamps. Here, we've literally recreated a microclimate, so a mini environment. It's humid, cool, there's an iodine saturation, and there's a lot of salt.
Right. You've been here for 7 years in Niagara Falls. There's also a location in Hamilton. The bit of a bigger space, but we're just sitting on chairs today. Yeah, exactly. But you do other things in here too.
Yeah, we do yoga, we do meditation. We're planning on, with the larger facility, expanding into different modalities, Pilates. But it is a universal room, mostly for respiratory conditions, but once a month we'll host a yoga event, a couple people in here, meditation once a month and different.
How long would you sit in here for?
Depends. 45 minutes for a standard salt cave session, but we
Yeah.
also do sound healing sessions, which is a kind of like a little bit of a ceremony, some drums, some Tibetan singing bowls, and that's a 2.5 hour experience. Yoga is about an hour, meditation is about an hour.
So you'd fall asleep in that 2.5 hours?
You'd start to drift off into places you didn't think you'd go.
Okay. Well, let's do that, shall we? We have lots more to explore here at the Healing Salt Caves and what else they have to offer in Niagara Falls. We'll come back next half hour. So if you're looking for something for Mom for Mother's Day, may I suggest a hand and foot detox and a foot soak. So if my mom or wife are watching, this is what you guys can give me for Mother's Day. back with Patrick. You're right. They're throwing things at the TV as we speak. Back with Patrick here at the Healing Salt Caves. Okay, so we experienced the hand and foot detox in Hamilton, right? And you have that here in the falls, but we're also adding it to the foot soak. So take us through what Eva is pouring into our bath right
as
now.
of right now, we have added 1 pound of pink salt to each of the foot soaks. A little bit more, I would say, which is nice. The salt basically helps to pull toxins from the body. So because your feet are now warm, the skin is soft, the pores are absorbing all the different minerals. If you like to, you can kind of like roll your feet around into the little grits, and that'll help to exfoliate the pores. Great for blood circulation, great for those who have tender feet, walking on their feet all day long, that sort of thing. A lot of men and women, mothers and fathers do appreciate this because it's just nice to have your feet pampered every now and then.
Right, because how many toxins are coming through our feet and coming through our hands?
I mean, just imagine your socks on all day long, your feet are constantly sweating. So this is really going to pull out a lot of toxins, especially because that's where the largest pores on our body are. So a lot of toxins are getting pulled out there, heavy metals, that sort of thing. People with problems with blood circulations, people with diabetes or nerve damage in the Raynaud's for the hands. It's a big one. Inflammation, chronic pain. These are really powerful treatments.
What do we have our hands on?
Just pink salt again. It's heated.
Okay.
So this heat is naturally stimulating the muscles to relax, stimulating the blood circulation, but you can almost kind of feel your hands tingling. Yeah. So that tingling sensation is your nerve ending is going off. So people who, as I mentioned, have nerve damage from Raynaud's are recirculating the blood and getting some sensations back.
So this is a package that you can get for Mother's Day?
Yeah, this is one of the nicest packages, the simplest too, but it's really nice to pamper them in that sense. Yeah.
Because they get the hand and foot detox, exactly. and then the foot soak.
And the foot soak and the salt cave. It's a nice combination. 2 hours, it's like $80 if that, not even, and you really feel like you're getting taken care of and pampered.
Okay. Ideas for Mom. We'll do the infrared sauna.
Infrared sauna next.
When we come back, next half hour here at the Healing Salt Caves in Niagara Falls on Morning Live. So we tried to get my toxins out through my feet last half hour. I was told that I have a whole lot in me, so we've stepped up our game. Full body toxin release here at Healing Salt Caves in Niagara Falls. We're in the infrared sauna. Temperatures sitting about, we just went up to 43. Patrick, what temperature would it get up to? What's safe to be?
The safe temperature is 60 degrees.
Is 60 degrees. You wouldn't be in here more than 60.
Yeah, it wouldn't be overwhelmingly hot, but it would still be comfortable enough for you to get a good sweat going and break that.
I know you're a little underdressed to be in a sauna. But you want to come on in?
If you have...
Yeah, come on in here. Well, it's your place, so you can do whatever you want.
That's nice.
How does this differ from a steam sauna?
So a steam sauna basically heats up the air closer to 100 degrees Celsius. Tougher to breathe. People with asthma can't do it. Here, there's no steam. It's completely dry. So you're a lot more comfortable. The temperature only hits 60 degrees Celsius, so it actually allows the body to heat up from the inside out. So you're detoxing from the inside out. A lot of heavy metals, a lot of acidic sweat, just a lot of toxins getting released. So,
people who have had a night out in the town and they're not feeling the best the next morning, this would be ideal.
A night out in the town, or if you're looking just to kind of detoxify.
Right.
Like anybody and everybody who's exposed to pollutions, or they, had some fast food the other night, had a couple drinks. Mm-hmm. This is the way to kind of, get your body to balance back out. But the muscle relaxation. the
key,
hydration.
the key is hydration too,
key is
because you're losing so much. You need to be hydrating in here.
Yeah, you need a lot of electrolytes, so mineral waters like we have here. Not that Gatorade stuff because that has a lot of sugars, but this has the natural salts, natural minerals, and that's to kind of again help flush the system.
Because a steam sauna, I can't be in there for very long. How long could you sit in here for?
This is a 45-minute session because that. And we've had 80-year-olds in here that come out after, maybe 5 minutes short of 45, and they're energized, they're full of, energy, they just feel good and relaxed.
Cool. Okay, so this is another one of the treatments they have here at the Niagara Falls location. Great for Mother's Day ideas, right? But you're opening a new location coming next 3 to 6 months, you think?
About 3 to 6 months. We're just getting the city planning approved, and much bigger location. We'll have the pink salt flotations, we'll have the bath soaks, a couple of massage treatment worms, body wraps, mud wraps, be the whole works.
Okay.
So we're looking forward to that.
Get out of here.
All right.
Get out of here.
I'm just getting accustomed to the warmth.
Get out of here. I'm down to 41.
I'll
close that door.
Get you back up there.